And finally, we also, of course, talked about the release of Nnamdi Kanu. You know that the Southeast has made a collective demand to have Nnamdi Kanu released. And we basically identified with that and request Mr. President, who in his inaugural address promised the people that he's going to engender national healing and is going to serve with compassion. So we've basically informed him that this would serve as a pointer to his administration's extension of hands of fellowship to Ndibo. Thank you.
Thank you. My people, what we're hearing right now is causing serious talk everywhere. It's been said that Nnamdi Kanu has finally won big, and President Tinubu has now received official documents for a referendum. Yes, you heard that right, documents that could change everything about Kanu's long-running struggle. Now, as this story spreads fast, I want you to pause for 1 second, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the updates as they unfold. Because this matter, it's getting deep. So here's the gist. Reports are coming in that official papers, yes, real documents, have been handed over to President Tinubu's office concerning a referendum related to Nnamdi Kanu's case. This is something people have been waiting for a long time. You know, ever since his arrest, detention, and all the back and forth in court, people have kept asking, when would there be a fair political solution? Now, this latest update looks like that political route is beginning to open up. And to many Nigerians, especially those who have been following the Biafra story for years, this feels like hope is finally coming alive again. But hold on, before we all celebrate, let's think clearly. Is this claim confirmed by the federal government? Has any top official from Oso Rock made a public statement about it yet? Not exactly. That's why some people are calling for caution. Still, the buzz is strong, and it's growing by the hour. If you think it's time for real dialogue in Nigeria, let me know in the comment section, and don't forget, please like this video and subscribe to Post Niger News so we can keep bringing you verified stories, not rumors. Now, let's understand what it means if Tinubu actually received those referendum documents. A referendum simply means allowing people to vote or decide on a major issue, usually something big like autonomy or restructuring. So if this is real, it would mean the government might be considering letting the people have a say on something that has divided opinions for years. That's why this headline is trending everywhere right now. For Nnamdi Kanu and his legal team, this would be huge. It would show that after all these years of court cases, imprisonment, and appeals, the government may finally be ready to consider a political discussion instead of just a legal one. But then, others are asking, why now? Why would Tinubu's administration suddenly agree to such a move? Some believe it could be a way to calm tensions, promote unity, and show inclusiveness. Others think it's part of a broader political strategy. And this is where the story gets even more interesting. People are recalling how, in previous administrations, issues around Kanu and IPOB were mostly treated as security threats. But if Tinubu is now open to receiving documents tied to a referendum, that's a different tone altogether. One that shows maybe, just maybe, dialogue could replace confrontation. Now let me ask you, do you think this kind of political negotiation is the best way to solve things, or do you think the courts should keep handling it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And again, don't forget to like this video and subscribe, it helps us reach more people who love truth and balanced reporting. Let's continue. Some analysts are saying that this move, if it's true, could be the start of a new chapter between the federal government and the Southeast. They say it could open doors for deeper reconciliation and trust building, especially after years of tension, arrest, and protest. But others are skeptical. They say Nigeria's constitution doesn't even have a clear path for such a referendum. So they're asking, who prepared these documents, and what exactly do they contain? Are they symbolic, or are they binding? These are serious questions. Meanwhile, social media is on fire. Supporters are celebrating, saying Kanu has finally gotten what he's been fighting for, at least the recognition of his cause. Some even say it's divine timing, that all the waiting and suffering were not in vain. But again, we must remember, until there's an official statement or action from the presidency, we can't say for sure what the full story is. Still, this development alone has brought new energy to the entire discussion about unity, justice, and fairness in Nigeria. If you've been following the Nnamdi Kanu story since the beginning, tell me in the comments, do you believe this might finally lead to his release, or do you think it's just another political rumor? And please don't forget, tap the like button now and subscribe, because more updates are coming. Now imagine what could happen if the government officially acknowledges this document and starts talking about holding a referendum. It would change everything, from public opinion to political alliances. It could also affect how other regions approach their own issues. That's how powerful this story could be. Let's not also forget, Nnamdi Kanu himself has been quiet lately because of the court restrictions, but if this development is real, it might boost his morale and that of his supporters. Many will see it as a sign that their persistence is paying off. In the middle of all this, Tinubu's leadership is being tested again. Will he be the president that finally finds a political solution to one of Nigeria's most complex issues? Or will this story just fade away like others before it? Only time will tell. Before I wrap up, I want you to do me one small favor. If you want to see a peaceful and united Nigeria where everyone's voice is heard, please click like on this video right now. And if you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button so you won't miss our next updates when new information comes out on this case. So to round it all up, reports say Nnamdi Kanu has won big as Tinubu receives official documents for a referendum. Whether true or still developing, one thing is clear, the conversation has shifted from silence to serious talk, and Nigeria is watching. Let's keep following this story closely. Thank you for staying with me till the end of this gist.